Okay, Pisces, what it do? This is the Hoodie Tarot, and I'm here to deliver the good news to you. I hope all is well. I know all is well. We are finna get into this December reading for y'all. Sun, moon, rising sign, whatever the case may be. If it resonates, and if you feel that, I would love to hear how it does. So, I ain't no Hollywood type of dude. You can always hit me up in the comments or hit me up on Instagram. And if you felt the reading, I would love the way that it came and it made its way into your life, right? But here we are. So this is for the month of December again for the sign of Pisces. And this is a 6-card spread. I will explain each card and each position as I go along. Yeah. All right. And so the bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. Yes, indeed. Judgment, the culmination of events, lessons that give us the power to move on as we look at the world. So chapters closing. Yes. I love it a lot for y'all. Judgment card, it looks all heavy and stuff, right? But it's really not. All it is really saying, like, this is a culmination of lessons. This is getting an understanding of, the movement and how you moved out in the world, and using your spirit combined with the intelligence that you have, and what you have known to be true, and going through the unlearning and relearning in regards to process and living, how that makes its way, and how you get the lessons from the universe in terms of your hard work that you have done. So for the Oracle card, I pulled Mecca, which is obviously one of the most important cities in the world in terms of how it draws in thousands of people to worship and to be in their spirits themselves and to align themselves with faith. And so this card reads, I radiate my peace outwards. I have faith. I am devoted. I understand that forgiveness frees me. All right. Forgiveness, a beautiful concept. I think Cancer had that in terms of not that card, but the concept of being forgiven and forgiving, but more important, radiating peace. And so providing peace for others. That's a powerful position, because what that says is it's like, hey, I got shit going on. I'm sure you got shit going on, stranger A, stranger B, stranger C, but me, I choose to radiate peace. And so what that looks like is my disposition. What it looks like is my humility, and what it looks like is my gratitude, and how I express that in even the smallest of actions. I am devoted, and so staying focused and loyal to your beliefs, loyal to a system, loyal to what you identify in terms of like aspirations and what you are aiming to achieve, right? I was talking about getting certain words out of my vocab, and I was talking about getting if, but another one that had to go is try. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I get a compliment from the homie, like he say, "Oh, I see you looking fresh." I used to be like, "Oh, I'm just trying to, Nah, I'm like, yeah, you gotta own it. You feel me? So, there's a lot in terms of words, a lot of power in words. All right. Devotion is, I love that word. Now, for how I feel your energy, we got the 5 of Swords upright. Okay, 5 of Swords been coming out lately. I'm gonna clarify it. So, hey, mental energy. Hey, if it's like processes need to go, processes need to change. 5 of Swords clarified by the Hierophant. Oh man, I feel like I saw that earlier. I can't recall how I saw that combination, but a lot of you are looking at where I feel like actually a lot of you are looking at how new belief systems and new understandings of like your power are playing its way into your life. And I think for a lot of you, it's causing or forcing you to look at what no longer serves in terms of thinking and saying and expression. And so you're laying those swords down, so to speak, and identifying more with the spirit self, and becoming more grounded in spirit and less ruled by cerebral, which I dig. Okay, so that energy comes out in the 2 of Wands. And so for the 2 of Wands, all right, now we are standing by decision. We have the world in our hands, at our disposal. It is our playground. We want to go. We want to move. And you're moving. You're moving with intention. Beautiful. Clarified by the sun. Yes. New opportunity possibly coming in, and it just opens the door, and it's like, okay, well, shit, let's go. Let's take the travel. Let's go and take advantage of this new thing. Some of you do have a baby coming, so congratulations for a lot of you that have kids or have kids coming in. Some of you have had an idea and are have planted or planted the seed, and it begins to materialize in December, and it gives almost like an extra pat on the back, like, okay, like I'm doing it, I'm seeing it, I've seen it come into fruition, and now you're getting reminded to remain devoted to your cause, to remain true to your purpose, right? I love that. What you're attracting, what's coming to you, we have the Eight of Swords reverse, okay? Let me clarify that. So, maybe personal truth coming out, truth coming in, unspoken, unexpressed ideas, clarified by the Ace of Swords. This is huge. So, like, big major information either coming into you or you're expressing, whatever it is. Hey, in the wake of judgment, this is beautiful, right? Because this is, like, again, culmination of events and mentalities and small actions, and they all lead to a moment. And this moment, what we will say, is Four of Pentacles. Okay, so Four of Pentacles, let me clarify that. Okay, Four of Pentacles, and then the Six of Pentacles upright. All right, so off top, looking at how the cards are falling so far, Pisces, I think in December what we're going to get is we're getting a lesson in terms of value, and the value is through how either a particular situation or particular place is not matching you in your efforts. So if, like, this was like, if this was a job, so to speak, if the job, so to speak, I think that whatever you learn in the month of December is gonna give you a sense of empowerment by knowing where you stand. Some of you need to know where you stand and how you're looked at, how you're respected, how you're talked about behind closed doors. But there's also, I think that you're going to be awarded with a sense of understanding that, you know, in some of your situations, like, some of you aren't being paid enough. Some of you, compensation is the big thing, and so it's going to inspire you to be a little bit more mindful in terms of finances, but also it's going to give you a sense of wanting to seek something that is more equal and more fair in terms of the quote-unquote payoff. All right, so what does that look like? However it makes you feel. So we have the Six of Swords. This Six of Swords has been coming out a lot. Like, people, like, just, we gotta move, we gotta go, right? So me to clarify the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, Eight of Wands. So quick changes. So yeah, I think if December, and we've been feeling stagnant, also, no, in terms of home, right? So if you're in a home situation or a living situation, and if it's like if there's a need to look at how the household collectively contributes, then we get more clarity on the way to do so, and maybe resources in terms of help, in terms of people that want to come around and you know, support causes. Like, we also get a look at that, so I do need to say that as well. But regardless, you know, there's the feeling that we get from this moment of understanding, kind of like, okay, where we sit, where we stand, and what resources do we have to help and to distribute. It gives a new sense of like, okay, well, now we're unlocking the door to go. So if travel is on the agenda, then we can start making more travel plans. If it's about escaping or moving from a household or moving households or moving in general, then again, we can see quick changes with that. All right. Overall lesson for this reading, why we are here today in the first place, is we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so lots of swords here, y'all. Like a lot of swords. So, with all this thinking and with all we're going through, there's a reason, right? The Two of Swords in reverse is, for me, problematic if we don't tap into what's going to help remedy it. So, if December proves to be a month where you find yourself at, like, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do in terms of anything, what we have here to clarify is the Knight of Wands. You've got to tap into this fire energy that is go, 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 go. Okay? So, in order to do so, what does it call for you to do? It calls, again, and I'm cycling back through. It calls by looking at, like, where on the mental front are we exhausted and what no longer serves in terms of cycling or ruminating, and allowing our faith to be our premise and to demonstrate faith in terms of standing by old actions and the new, right? How that energy is output. Decisions, standing firmly by decisions in terms of manifesting and growing things, especially the sun cards there are supported, right? And I believe that's why this Two of Swords is mirroring this, is because, well, hey, you've already, if your body, that's the thing, like, you ever have, like, be going somewhere and instead of maybe taking the exit to where you're supposed to be going, you take the exit to, like, somewhere else that you would normally go. Like, if it was on the way to work, like, your body naturally goes to work. Or if it's like you're used to going to your friend's house or a club or a bar or something, your body naturally goes there. You're like, wait a minute, oh, I'm not going to so and so's house, or I'm not going there. So how that happens in terms of, like, at its root nature, passion. Okay, passion is not a good or bad thing. Fire is not bad or good, air is not bad or good, water's not bad or good, earth's not bad or good. It's what we do with it. And so, where fire, and how I like fire is the physical representation of intent. And I like the term trailblazing, because if you've ever seen, like, fire burn, then you know that it destructs. If there was fire there, then fire left its mark. So if the judgment is the culmination and the shining of light of, like, here is your decisions, here's what's the consequences is, and this is how we move forward. And in the background, we're looking at intention and manifesting and creating something new, so to speak, or pursuing something new. Then it has to be done with a clear head. It has to be done with, the ability to completely articulate it and to spit about it. It has to do with, like, a way that we're operating in clear mind, and that our motivations are pure with intention. It has to be done with not a lack mentality, but also being open to receiving help. And it does have to do with being, mutable and adaptable in terms of movement. And so, where fire and passion can guide us, it does, as you see with this Two of Swords reverse, like, it does prove to be an answer in terms of if we feel like we are tied, hands are tied, like, that's a victim mentality. You can't do that. We have to move with intention, both in the physical and then also in the mental plane. So it does call for making the decision and standing by your decision and moving with it full force, like not half-assed, like, pouring all of your fire into it. Okay, so very beautiful though. I love that song card, like for whatever you're manifesting. That's beautiful. I love the fact that the you know personal truth comes out in a very real way, and I think that being able to accept what, like, what evolves out of letting that out and really accepting the gifts of um the power that is, again, radiating your peace outwards, okay, and having faith and staying devoted to a cause. Like, the devotion is going to prove to be the payoff for whatever you're actively working towards. Okay, Pisces, so that's what I got for you. I love it a lot for you. Thank you so much for lending your energetic space, and I hope you have a wonderful December 2020. Make sure you hit me for that personal reading. All right, y'all, see ya.